It is at this time of the year that the planet Earth is closest to the sun. Muladhara becomes the most dominant for those who are on the spiritual path. This is a time when there are practices in the yogic system which has transmitted itself into culture in many different ways. So this is a time when everything slows down and people want to make use of it, and that is why this Margazhi has become significant in a spiritual seeker's life. We are at a time of the year which is considered significant for those who are on the spiritual path. The Tamil month of Margazhi starts from 16th. What is the significance of this month? It is at this time of the year that the planet Earth is closest to the sun. So this should have been the hottest month. But this is a time when the planet is shy of the sun and the northern face faces away from the sun. In the southern hemisphere, this is the hottest spot of the year. In the northern hemisphere, this is the coolest part of the year, because the northern hemisphere or the northern face of the planet is facing away from the sun, but it is closest. So in terms of temperature, because of the closeness to the sun, the angle at which the sun's rays hit the planet is very diffused. But in terms of sun's gravity functioning on the planet, right now it is at the highest. So the maximum pull of the sun's gravity is functioning upon the planet at this time. So this Margazhi month is a time to bring balance to the system. It is like if something is flying all over, if you just pull it, it gets centralized. So that is the effect that the Margazhi month has on the human system. It pulls you from the base. So it brings balance and stability. Recognizing this, that one needs to bring balance and stability, this is a time when there are practices in the yogic system which has transmitted itself into culture in many different ways. Men will practice devotion, they will sing. Singing and devotion is largely considered feminine, so men will practice this. Women will practice making geometrical figures. Because of the closeness to the sun, because of a general pull downward, Muladhara becomes the most dominant. Because Muladhara becomes most dominant, the preservative nature of life becomes dominant in the body. In the yogic system, we would say, when the preservation is dominant, this is not a time to grow. All life in the northern hemisphere is at its minimum right now, because the growth will be held back because of a certain inertia in the life force. This is a time the body can recoup itself. This is a time body can preserve itself well. The inertia caused in all aspects of life, because of the closeness of the sun and being on the wrong side, everything being pulled down, seed will not sprout very well. Recognizing this, even those who are in the life of householders, even a grihastha practices brahmacharya for this period generally. It is based on this, you see people are going to the hills 40 days of brahmacharya before they go there, because this is not a time for conception, because the seed will not sprout as well as it would another time. So in the science of breeding the right kind of human beings, Margazhi is not the time to conceive. So, it is just that to sync our lives with the natural moments of the earth, to see that we ride the cycles of this planet, we are not crushed by the cycles of this planet. In the process of evolving life, I'm talking about how to make human beings into better human beings. If you closely observe one life to another, you will see how one life functions, not in terms of social actions, not in terms of capability and competence, simply how life functions within the system is different from person to person. Because life is all same. Yes, life is all same, but it can function better. If you allow it, it will function better. If you do not allow it, it will not function as well. Better simply means, as a piece of life, it is better. There is no context to speak about this dimension in normal parlance on it. Whether we like it or we don't like it, that's how it is. One, for life to happen, it needs a conducive atmosphere. Creating that conducive atmosphere and allowing life to happen better, this time of the year has maximum possibility in this direction. The Margazhi is significant for a spiritual seeker because it brings a natural sense of stability into the system, particularly those who are suffering from any kind of ailments, particularly psychological imbalances. This is a good time to balance because the sun's energy and the sun's gravity is pulling downward. One can stabilize themselves. Stability before the upward pull happens is most important. If you're pulled upward and you're not stable within yourself, it will lead to imbalances. So, this is called a sadhana pada, and this is the peak of sadhana. That in the yogic system, if there is a psychological imbalance, it is always seen as water element going out of control. Because if you have a tank full of water and shake it, it will slosh. If you have a tank full of sand or mud, it will not slosh the same way. So, the water element is what causes various levels of imbalance in a person if the right kind of things are not done with it. So, this particular month offers a phenomenal opportunity to stabilize oneself because of the way the relationship between the sun and the earth is such that it creates maximum stability. So this month is used for stability, and the next month, the Thai, is used for mobility. If you have created enough stability within you, then only you would dare to be mobile. So Margazhi is a blessed month which is used for various processes. Across the Shiva temples in the south, there are various events happening. On 16th, 17th, 18th of this month to bring stability. When you want to bring stability, the thing is to slow down. If you lose balance, the first thing is to slow down. So this is a time when everything slows down and people want to make use of it, and that is why this Margazhi has become significant in a spiritual seeker's life.
Namaskaram everyone. So we all have seen that people experience some common psychological frictions throughout their life, frictions that they call stress. Stress is caused when people try to run their life engine without adequate lubrication. However, some basic yogic practices can offer the needed lubrication for everyone's life. Now, sometimes because of education, or sometimes because of technology, or altered social situations, or a certain acquired competence, people are able to attain a state of well-being even though their current karmic situation does not allow it. They live life that are way beyond their karmic blueprint. In short, they have been placed in far better life situations than their karma allows. So at such times, it is very important for one to upgrade themselves. Otherwise, one can end up suffering their own well-being. This is a common malaise in the world today. Most people are not suffering the life that is hellish, but they are suffering the life that is too much heavenly. They are simply the ailments of privilege. Because people's system grow confused because the information within them says one thing, but the life event around them says another thing. So there are ways to address this malaise. Learning to live in gratitude is extremely important because it creates the right attitude. Secondly, it is also vital to keep upgrading one's own software. Daily Hatha Yoga and Kriya can help enormously to shed the karmic burdens to upgrade one's system and adjust one's software. All these yogic sadhanas help us to maintain an inner state that is being untouched by outside. It does not matter whether you live in a palace or in a hut, you are the same person. Wherever you are, you do the same thing. So when you maintain this equanimity, you will see that the situations around you keep getting better. But without karmic upgrading, old compulsions will always overwhelm you. They will always push you towards a certain atmosphere. So interestingly, nature offers some natural ways to cleanse themselves of their karmic cycles. In certain times of the year, in parts of northern hemisphere, for instance in July and December, January, the elements of air and water are particularly strong and very fluid. So this allows one to cleanse oneself effortlessly. So karmic cycles that have been entrenched can be dropped by simply allowing the external elements to work upon you. And here also, the effortless Bhuta Shuddhi happens absolutely for free from nature. We all know that December has already arrived, and this is the time when grace is naturally available on our side. Seizing this opportunity can be particularly beneficial for people who are stuck in very small karmic cycles. This is the very right time to break free of the small habits or niggling irritants in your life and seize each day as a wonderful opportunity to step into unfamiliar terrain. So when this certain stability in physical, genetic and emotional and social relationship is attained, individual human life can grow to its peak. When there is instability, the physical memory grows confused and over a period of time can create serious physiological and psychological ailments. If your ultimate aim is liberation and if your ultimate aspiration is to evolve into divine possibility, this stability that we are getting naturally during this month of December, this will offer you an unwavering foundation from which you can extend yourself towards the final destination. So finally, time has come when Sadhguru will be offering a unique opportunity to do sadhana during the month of Margazhi when the nature itself is very conducive. This year, Margazhi has already started from 16th of December 2023 and will continue up to 14th January 2024. Now, the month of Margazhi holds great significance for a spiritual seeker to make use of the natural forces at play to bring overall stability and balance within your own system and prepare yourself for higher possibilities in the final phase of Dakshinayana. So, to help you make the best use of this time, you are invited to participate in Margazhi Sadhana. If you could not attend in person, there is no issue. It is available online from 17th December, that is, it has started from today, from 17th December 2023 and will continue up to 14th January 2024. This program is offered to all those who are initiated in Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya at no charge, free of cost. So this curated program, as designed by Sadhguru, is an opportunity for you to deepen your sadhana and accelerate your growth. As a participant, you will also have the opportunity of attending the live stream of Sadhguru Darshans during this time and gain access to some exclusive contents and videos of Sadhguru. So Margazhi Sadhana online includes Guru Puja, Mahamantra chanting for 40 minutes, Sadhguru's exclusive videos, guided Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya led by Ishanga, and Margazhi Mantra chanting 12 minutes. So if you want, I have given the join button link in the description. Just go there, click on the join button and see what are the details and descriptions What are the timings? Let's find out and just be prepared for tomorrow's Margazhi sadhana. You can attend 3 days, 5 days or all the days as per your wish, as per your convenience from the home. So hope you will join and will upgrade yourself. And for today, if you found the video meaningful and helpful, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. These are small gestures which really means a lot for us. So thank you for watching the full video and up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and namaskaram.